Oh no, man, I appreciate you hopping on, and it's gonna be like I said, we'll probably not agree on too much, but that's okay. I think having you know discourse is lost here without people throwing nasty things at each other. So this is all good, man.
What makes what makes you think that we're not going to agree on much?
No, I think if you're coming in, and I think you're coming in from the side of the critical race theory is a valid thing, and that there's systemic oppression in this country that's kind of keeping people down. I think there's fundamentally we'll disagree on some of that, but hopefully we'll find some things that we can agree on, and I think that's lost art there, right?
Well, let's find out. I don't know. Let's just explore. All right, let's
That's
find out.
absolutely right. Absolutely right. What if you got people that don't believe in white supremacy? There's a lot of people that don't believe in it. I don't believe in it. So if I send my children to public schools and they're being taught white supremacy, they're being taught that because they're Asian, that somehow they're somehow less than, that they're not good as everybody else, that there's some system that's going to protect them or so it's going to oppress them. I don't believe in that. So so then how do you reconcile a public school teaching everything that you said through that lens, but you've got millions of other families, immigrants who come here for the American dream. They're successful. They don't want their children to be taught that. So how does that get reconciled? Because there's millions of immigrants come here, especially from places like Cuba and China, and they're escaping communism. They're escaping Marxism. They're escaping socialism, and they're come here. They're like, this is amazing. We can do whatever we want. We can be as successful as we want. So how do those families, when they go, I don't believe in white supremacy. That's just you can say it exists to you, it exists to other people. Go, I can do anything a white person can do, sometimes even better.
Yeah. So white supremacy doesn't mean that you can't do anything a white person can do. White supremacy is, for me, and the way that I define it, and I do this because I think it's the most accurate way of thinking and talking about it. White
Mhm.
supremacy is the universe of consequences of the implementation of a tyrannical racial hierarchy. That's what it is.
I don't believe in that. There is no racial hierarchy. I've seen people who are not
Well, I
white
mean,
be
hang
influenced.
on. Then let's deal with that, right? Let's deal with your lack of belief in white supremacy because white supremacy is a historical fact. So, like,
No, not to
well,
me.
it is. So, like, we're gonna
No, it's
have to
not.
talk about
But it
why
has
you
nothing to
don't
do with
believe
now.
that.
It has nothing to do with what we're living right now. What can you do that I can't
Well,
do? Or what can I
hang
do that
on.
you can't do?
Let's just start. You said you don't think white supremacy is a historical fact. So please, can you? I feel like you have to explain that because I think it's commonly a commonly held belief that the United States was steeped in white supremacy for generations. I don't think that's something that the vast majority of Americans
But it
would
has nothing
disagree
to do
with.
with what we're doing right now.
Well, okay, you can believe
So
that, but
you have a
like
25-year-old black son. I have a
hang on,
25-year-old black
hang on.
Asian
Wait.
son.
Let's
Then
take it step.
how?
Let's take it step by
Let's think
step.
about the now and the
Let's
future.
take it step by
You have
step,
a
Ahmed. Let's take it
25-year-old
step
black
by step.
son.
We're
I
getting
have a
somewhere, but
25-year-old
we got to
Asian
do it
son.
in a stepwise process, right? So like
Right.
we started. We'll get to the present, but like first, can you agree that this country for generations was steeped in a history of white supremacy that included laws that discriminated directly against people of different racial groups so that there was a racial hierarchy that was literally enforced by the United States government and all kinds of state governments through generations that there
So what?
were I'm sorry.
So what? So what?
Okay, well, we could talk about so
So what?
what we're going to talk to. I know that you want to get to that part, but I think it's important that we all like
No,
start.
it's not. It's
Don't you
not. It's
think it?
got nothing
Well,
to do with right
actually, you
now.
said it at the
We're talking
beginning of
about
the.
schools
Hang on,
today. We're talking about schools today.
wait.
But
Let
it
me
doesn't do with
explain.
anything.
Let me explain why I do think it's important. Okay, like you can disagree, all right, but do you even want to hear what I have to say about it or what?
I've heard you. I've been letting you talk. My
Okay.